to take in order to ride 100 miles on your bike. If before April 2008, anybody in here had said, hey, you can ride your bike to the top of Wilkerson Pass and back in 8 hours, I probably would have spit a drink all over you. Last Saturday, that's exactly what I did. Cycling for me replaced drug dependency. 2 years ago on Saturday, I decided to quit, and I will be officially 2 years sober this Saturday. And cycling offered escape without the horrible repercussions of drug abuse. Riding 100 miles certainly is intimidating, but with the right attitude and determination, following the right steps, it's attainable for anybody. There are simple yet imperative steps to undertaking a century, each as important as the last. First and foremost, selecting your bicycle. This road bike here I've purchased just over a year ago. Spent a lot of time getting it dialed in. And the key for good riding a comfortable century is a comfortable bike. You're looking at 8 to 10 hours in this saddle right here. And the last thing you want to be is uncomfortable. Affordability, important to all of us. I recommend going to a local bike shop. Shopping on Craigslist is always a good option. That's actually where I got this bike. I cannot stress this enough. Do not, under any circumstance, purchase a bike from Walmart. You ride 100 miles, you want your bike to last 100 miles. So once you've picked your bicycle, you want to learn to treat it like you would a child. And love it just like you would a brand new Porsche, which is the same way you need to treat your body. Physical preparation is the next step. A diet that is high in carbs, high in proteins, and high in whole foods. You want to avoid high fats or empty calories and really focus on eating good, wholesome foods. I've been a vegetarian for the last 3 years. I've found that to be a very suitable lifestyle for riding like I do. Also, hydration. Everybody's heard the old adage, 8 eighths a day, 8-ounce glasses of water. You want to be drinking at least that, but certainly more on days when you're riding, while, before, and after your ride. And then you're going to be riding consistently, 5 to 6 days a week. You're going to be definitely on the bicycle. And a week before you undertake your first century, you want to do at least one ride that's 50 to 80 miles. Also, proper sleep. Exercise is going to help you sleep better, but the weeks leading up to, especially the day before, like last Friday, you want to make sure you get a good 8 to 10 hours of sleep. Because, again, 8 to 10 hours in the saddle, it feels as long as it sounds. So choosing a route is the next step. It's very exciting, also a little bit challenging. You want to make sure you pick something that's interesting to look at for 9 hours, but is safe and comfortable for you to ride. A road that you've driven before, someplace where there's lots of shops where you can stop, and someplace where you can be rescued in case that happens to come down the pass. Not too hard. Remember, you have nothing to prove. Riding 100 miles in itself is hard enough, and length is relative. My second century I rode was down to Hartselle, which is like southeast from here, which was long, flat, open roads, but you're in the sun the whole time, and it was more exhausting than the ride to Wilkerson, which, although it's up 2 mountain passes, you get a lot of downhill, and you're shielded from wind and weather for a lot of the time. A good place to find a ride is, there's a website called Map My Ride. Other cyclists will log in routes that they take, and you can also map out your route. Or go into a local bike shop, and your bike shop friends will help you find rides that they've done before that they know are safe for you to do. Preparation is key. You don't want to forget a single essential: food, water, and a backup plan. You want to dress in layers. Always bring a raincoat. You never know if it's going to be a day like today where it looks like it's going to rain, and inevitably if you forget your coat, it will. And then you want to dress appropriately. When I rode to Hartselle in the middle of July, I wore shorts and a ton of sunscreen. Last April, right into Wilkerson, I had on fleece-lined knickers, hat, gloves, arm warmers, everything, because at the top of Wilkerson Pass, it was like 40 degrees still. Cycling attire, I'll admit, it looks nuts, but it's totally functional, and there's a reason why people wear it. It's not just to be cool or whatever they may think. Chamois shorts or padded spandex, not only do they wick away moisture, they help stop chafing, but again, 8 to 10 hours sitting on your butt, there's nothing wrong with a half-inch foam pad, a little bit of a cushion in there. Yeah. Cycling jersey, they've got pockets in the back for storage, and again, they help wick away moisture. And then, as far as being prepared, you want to have tools to fix a flat, basic tools for minor maintenance, things such as a small hand pump, this one here, a tube, small set of Allen wrenches, and cell phone, credit card, and food. Most places you go are going to have markets, places where you can stop for food, but you don't want to depend on them. So get used to carrying things like Clif Bars. I personally really like peanut butter sandwiches. Hydration is also very important. That's why I carry a Camelback here, 2 water bottles, and always want to be sure to have plenty of water. Finally, on the ride, pacing and determination. You don't have to kill yourself. 100 miles is a long time, so start out easy, keep a nice, steady, even pace, and you're guaranteed that if you've trained correctly and you can do 60 miles, you can do 100 miles. Determination, stay positive. You've trained, you've worked hard for this, you're ready for this. As long as you stay positive, willing to take breaks if your body needs it, but don't be afraid to push yourself. In conclusion, cycling has been the most rewarding addiction of many addictions that I've ever had. The physical rewards have helped me to stay sober, helped me gain weight, eat right, sleep better, and just feel better about myself in general. With the proper steps, proper preparation, anybody, even an alcoholic, can ride 100 miles on their bicycle if they really want.